Hi everyone and welcome to lesson 1 of our Terraform series. I am Mark and in this video we're going to start right at the foundations by setting up our Terraform provider. Now, if you're new to the Terraform, a provider is what allows Terraform to interact with cloud platform like Azure, AWS, GCP, and much more. Think of it as a plugin that connects Terraform to the specific services you want to manage. And in this video, we'll go through how to set up Terraform project folder defined by providing block and initialize Terraform to install that provider. By the end of the video, you will be ready to start provisioning the real cloud infrastructures. And also, without further ado, let's set up our first provider. Again, so we are here with my terminal, and as you can see, we are here right now in the lesson 1, which is yung provider po natin and how we going to implement on it. So if you can see, uh, kung nakikita naman ninyo yung ating screen right now, kung hindi pa talaga, maybe we can probably lalakyan pa natin. Ang laman naman po nito is you can also check that in my repo, yung ating lesson for today. Provider lang nilagay ko dito, okay? For us to set up a certain provider, okay? Whether we're going to access multiple cloud services like Azure, AWS, and etc. So sa ngayon, I'm going to show you guys that we can also interact with our local workstation on using our provider. So if you can see, ganito na po siya pag-declare with this bunch of functions. At makikita rin nyo ito guys, yung documentations dito sa Terraform mismo. And Terraform from HashiCorp, medyo kanga sila guys is uh, very informative and the same time very well documented yung documentation nila on how using their project, okay? And right now for using it, we can use this use provider and then kung ano po yung nandito ngayon sa aking terminal, same lang din. It's still the same what I did here. I paste here in my uh, provider TF, okay? So right now 2.2 yung ating version for here that we have been using here. And then later we're going to so right now hindi muna natin siya i-discuss yung local file, but this is how we're going to interact with our or declare our provider. So after we're going to paste on it, we can also probably delete muna natin to para walang sagabal. Okay, I'll show you how we're going to use that another resources to run a specific uh, Terraform file. So basic lang guys. If you notice, I make it short my or make an alias for my Terraform because ang haba rin guys kung if ever you're going to type it all. all over again yung Terraform. So basically, ang kanan po natin, if you're going to check yung Terraform, marami pong mga command dito. Like, we usually use dito is yung plan, apply, init, and destroy. Ganun. And other naman yung mga FMT, like reformat, configurations, and how to check the alignment or may mga syntax error or syntax na syntax or mga indenting na nakikita niya. So, yun po ang use ng FMT. And what else did I miss here? But mostly ang magagamit po natin, encounter po natin for here in the command of Terraform is yung init, plan, and destroy. So if you're going to use that, so T init, okay? So na-initialize niya lahat yung ano. If you notice, nagkaroon po tayo ng uh, a certain na mga files na wala kanina dito. Okay, itong Terraform state at yung folder na hidden na Terraform. Okay. So pag i-apply natin yung ating na-declare na provider, so T and then plan for us to check what ano pong nangyari dito. So wala siyang configuration dito sa for now, but it did already successful yung ating pag initial pag config ng ating provider. Right now, I'm going to clear first yung ating natin. Gagamit po tayo ngayon ng resources, okay? For us, very simple lang po resources. We will create a file name because ang sample na po nandito is generate a local file in the given content. For example, I will create this resource sa loob ng ating provider. But we can also separate on that yung ating resource na yan. Resource ba? Resource. Local file. Check first. Yeah. And then the name of the resource. For example, sample file. Okay, file. And then close natin. Open. And then yung ating mga field po natin, yung metadata po natin ay nandito rin sa ating mga documentations, paano natin siyang gagamitin. Like for example, content, ito, content to store in a file, expect to be FT8 encoded. Meron po tayong mga string, like for example, content base 64 na it will store here their binary code, okay? And so much more. So sa ngayon, we're going to create a simple file lang, okay? File lang siya, guys. And then, ito po yung sample po natin for what I'm going to do. Of course, kailangan natin indent. Importante yan. Content, and then, for example, ang nasa loob ng file, again, uh, test inside the file. Okay? And then sa loob niya is yung file name. Whether you can also, here kasi ang sinabi niya is we use here a module which is called path. But we can also put on it na yung relative path or yung absolute path. So, we're going to use that. We'll check kung anong pong nasa loob niyan. Okay, test. Or lagyan na natin sample. Name ng sample natin, sample file. Okay. Okay. Did I miss? Okay. Meron ba akong nakuha dito, guys? Seems na nag-error ba? Ayan, wala naman nag-error, no? Pero I wonder why this one of the field na binigay ko dito is nagkaroon ng blue. Pero we'll check that. Sige. We're going to check on that kung mag-error siya. But it seems na okay naman yung natin. So, pa-plan natin. Yan. Ito yung mga kikreate niya. Yung sa loob ng sample file text natin is ito. Text file inside. And then, 1 to add, 0 to change, and 0 to destroy. So, pag i-apply na natin siya, the common command that we're going to use is apply. And we're going to ask, and they going to ask for us na if we're going to approve on it. Okay? So, pag i-approve natin, ka-create niya to. Okay? Pag hindi na naman natin siya lalagyan, it will cancel. Okay? Yan. So, if you notice, if we're going to ls on it, meron na po tayong file na sample file.txt. Okay? If you're going to check on it, yan, sa loob. Going to BI para makita nyo lahat, guys. Clear muna natin. VI sample text. Yan, di ba? How about gagamit po tayo uh, ng modules. We can use that. So, copy lang natin to. So, medyo lazy ako guys for typing. Remove ko na lang to. Same pa rin effect niyan. But we're going to create another one. Yan. Okay. Save natin. And then, apply natin. Instead of apply, we're going to put another parameter. Approve. Ap approve ba? Approve. Set approve. Wait lang. Okay, so ito yung gagawin niya. Okay, we're going to force replace kasi we have the same file as resource name. And if you're going to check on it, so meron tayong foobar, okay? Sa resource natin na ginawa. It's the same name ng resource but ngayon nagkaroon din ng another file. And that is how we create some provider and the same time resource sa ating Terraform. But of course, hindi naman po din natin gagawin to pag if you're going to interact with mismong multi-for kan po natin, multi-for cloud services natin. Because this is also that is also another topic on that. But if you're going to check on it, sa documentation, same pa rin yun guys. But the the changes lang with here is we're going to add here. For example, we can also put here Azure, AWS, or here from from Azure. I don't know what's the maybe we can check that guys no. Yung example, yung mga provider natin sa Azure, AWS, how we're going to use that. So let's check the documentation. Okay, at ganito na siya guys. Okay, you can copy on it and then put it on our here. Yan, yan, and so on. Uh, of course, may mga gagawin pa tayo dito for us to interact kasi kailangan natin ng API ng AWS. Same goes with Azure. Okay, so and I hope that this topic will wrap up sa lesson 1 po natin. So we will make it short lang for today and I'll guess we'll see you in the next topic.